I'll say about myself, and then I'm going to do a little bit of an overview about us as a business, and that isn't a sales pitch, it's to try and give you an understanding of who we are and what gives us the insights that I'm going to go through to hopefully give you some good information to take away. There is a lot of it is focused around pre-employment screening centrally, however, there's a lot in there as well that is more the onboarding generally, and I think all the facts can actually cross-translate as well. So it should be useful. Good time, John. So, sales director for EMEA for First Advantage, been with the business for coming up to 5 years now. Prior to that, worked for HR software services companies, recruitment, ATS providers, all sorts. So, might not look my age, I wish, but a number of years in the recruitment sector, sadly. So yeah, good background. Who are First Advantage? We are a global pre-employment screening company, and I appreciate some of you sit here and go, well, we're not global, how's that relevant? But some key points to pull out of that slide. We do over 66 million, these are 2018 stats, so in 2018 we did 66 million checks in 1 year, so we have a lot of data, a lot of information that we can pull upon. Sadly, I know Nick's gone back now, but as he was saying earlier, we can use that to benchmark as well, so we had a case where they were performing a certain check and none of his peers were. That's created a lot of issues, so we have a lot of information at our hands. We have 27 offices across 13 countries. Why that is relevant is because, as John kind of mentioned, even in the UK and Ireland, you can have a candidate from any background, and we have that local footprint. We will even, so in India, when you do an address check in India, you have to physically go to the address. We even have people on mopeds that will go and physically see that address. Rolf isn't one of those people on a moped, by the way. So, before I go into a little bit more about us and why we've got the next few slides, the big part on there as well is the 40 million investment in technology. So again, this came about in 2018, and the whole idea behind that was to move pre-employment screening away from just being a tick box exercise, being very service-led, archaic, slow, laborious, and actually taking it more down with technology and also getting all that MI. As we know, the data can improve your process. So part of that, as well as the investment, we launched what we call our customer promise, and that's where we say to our clients, we want to enable you to have the fastest time to hire, give you the largest global footprint for the demographic of workforce, give you the best applicant experience, and give you the lead in technology and analytics to, again, as John highlighted, help you take the process forward. We also believe there's 5 key stakeholders in the process. The old-fashioned way of thinking was it's candidate and recruiter, and that's about it. The reality is the candidate doesn't really like doing background screening, but actually they quite like the fact if the company does do it, because it makes them know the company they're going to. It's quite trustworthy, everybody else has already had it done. They like a bit of an obstacle. I think in one of our round tables we were discussing how a candidate may ask for £10,000 extra. If you give them it, they're probably less likely it's going to work for you. If you push back, a candidate actually quite likes that. So actually pre-employment screening is painful to them, but they quite like that you do it and you ask them for feedback. Hiring managers, it's a big pain. They just want it done as quick as possible. They want the right candidate, they want the person in. Simple as that. The recruiter, very similar to the hiring manager, but they've probably got their peers and executives above them saying, you must do it correctly. You must meet compliance, you must do this. So they've got kind of a mix of the hiring manager plus then the executives input on this. So the executive will be like, you need to meet compliance. We're finding more and more as well that commercially it's becoming something that businesses must do. So not only for regulatory reasons. An old employer of mine, they only employ 30 people, they came to us about 6 months ago and said, we now need to background screen because any RFP we go into, it's on there. If you don't pre-employment screen, there's no point going in for any RFP. So commercially, businesses are having to do it. We implemented a client in late 2018 actually, and they had a directive from the big data center outsourcing provider. They had a directive from one of their largest clients that said you must background screen all of your current employees and all new hires to a global policy, and it needs to be in place in the next 8 weeks, otherwise we're leaving you. And that was their biggest client. So commercially, all the executives are now saying this needs to be in place. And obviously compliance, depending on your industry, that can affect. We have some amazing partners, John being one of them who came up earlier, deliberately left your logo off. But yeah, a good broad range of companies, so it's no longer just financial services. This used to be very relevant. as we touched on commercially, it's kind of coming down, it's filtering down to suppliers to financial services. I think, you know, you don't mind pointing out, but we touched on one earlier, she's facilities management. Some of her clients are now forcing it on her, saying, you can't let these people on our site unless you've done it. So it's becoming more and more relevant. And again, the broad range of people that we work with, we get so many different data sets. You know, Bayer, global pharmaceuticals versus British Council and British standards, completely different. So again, different data sets that we can call upon and give you some information. So that's it. Hopefully the boring part over, and hopefully this bit's the best part. License to screen. I'm going to give you 007 tips to screen in happiness. But again, a lot of this can cross-reference into onboarding as well. I won't read through the list because we're going to go through them slide by slide. Do ask any questions as we go through, please, otherwise you'll get bored of my voice and I'll get a very dry throat. So be proud. I've already touched on, I think, probably the best way to start this is a story we've got with a client. When we started going through the implementation process, they made us aware of a particular department in their business that had always been a pain point. The hiring manager of that area didn't like it, the candidates had a big dropout rate, it was just painful, it was always painful, worst area of the business, and they were in the legal sector, which probably didn't help. When we then got them live, we started looking at the MI that come off the back of it, and we were like, hang on, there's a big difference here between how long the candidates are taking to fill the application in everywhere else in the business versus this department. There's something not right here, so we started to drill into it, started to speak to the hiring manager. What we later found out was the hiring manager was that disgruntled with background screening because he felt he was losing candidates that he wasn't mentioning it to. So then the candidate would go through the process, brilliant. All of a sudden that blue get an email from First Advantage saying we're working on behalf of X company, who remains nameless. And they had no idea it was coming. So they're starting to go, well, what's this? So then they're reaching back out to the client. The client's going, which is pre-important screen, they've not got any background to any of this. Their turnaround time for the candidate application was like 4.5 days. Straight away, that hiring manager has lost 3.5 days for that turnaround time to get people in the seats. Yet that's the same hiring manager who was saying we were taking too long to complete the background check, which was then delaying getting people in place, which is having a commercial impact on the business. So through some training, what that business has now done is they've put like information packs together. So John mentioned on this as well earlier, and I know it's happened in a couple of other areas as well, excuse me, that in the final interview, some companies are now giving out, and this company put this in, that they give out an information pack. And in that information pack, it tells them what the next steps are, what to expect, why they're doing it, and also what sort of information they're going to need to gather. So that, again, the old-fashioned way was the candidate would get an email, they'd be told to fill in the information, submit copies of their professional qualifications. They're not going to have them to hand. I wouldn't know where half of my stuff is, but if someone warned me 30 days in advance to start getting that together, so then when I get that email, it's a lot less painless. It's almost like saying to someone, go jump out about me. Nah, you won't do it. Give you a week, get you to do some training, put a parachute on, whatever, probably they're going to do it a lot quicker.
Probably not.
Probably not, no, you're right. Not in this weather. So have that conversation early, don't make it an obstacle. Use it as a positive, use it as a reason that they should then want to join the company. Make it policy. I know we didn't want to talk around the P word, but again, other companies we've been into, they won't have a set policy. If you're like, well, we do a little bit on this department. We don't necessarily do anything on here. Definitely don't do any on like salespeople because actually they're the money revenue generators, and you know we don't want an obstacle. But actually, then you just create a bit of an issue in the workforce because it should be not necessarily one size fits all, but everybody should go through it. So finance may go through a slightly different level to a cleaner, but if everybody goes through it, you're going to get less pushback. Financial services, I know you mentioned it earlier, is a big one. Internal hires, so people are going through a rescreen on financial services. Oh my God, painful. But a lot of companies allow them to get away with it. It's, oh no, they're big earners, they're fee earners, we can't really push them to block the boat. It's a requirement. Make them do it. They expect it. The more you allow them to have wiggle, the less likely they're going to do it, and then it's another issue. Commercial advantages, we've already talked on. It's becoming more and more, and there is a business impact now to a lot of businesses. We go through audits monthly. Us as a background screening provider got audited 6 months ago by a large UK bank because they wanted us to show evidence that we background screened all of our employees. Even though we do it as a job, they would not sign a contract with us until we evidence that we did it. So, yeah, everybody is now starting to have to do it. There's a business impact here as well. Any questions on Be Proud? Good. Embrace actionable insights. John pretty much nailed this for me earlier, to be honest, so I thought I was going first. I was going to steal your thunder. So we touched on how all these different data points, now that everything is a lot more technology driven and it isn't a manual process, you have these data points. Every action we carry out on behalf of our clients is logged and it's tracked. And that goes right down to like customer service score. How long did it take to answer? How long to resolution? What was the outcome? To the point where we can even find out if there's a particular training issue. So if we go back to the example we discussed on the last slide, we can find out if there's a potential internal issue as well. With all that data, it makes perfect sense to look at what's causing you those pain points. Nick and I spoke again earlier, I know he's gone now, but he says we're having a lot of issues with professional references that don't necessarily need them. We mentioned it earlier as well, that you're currently doing them, they're painful. Someone comes to you with a form and says, can you fill out that reference for someone who left 2 years ago? Yeah, bottom of the pile. Someone's on the phone to you, did they start, when did they finish, what was the job title? We're giving the information a lot quicker. So understand what potential impacts various points in onboarding, not just background screening, are having on the turnaround time. The only way to do that is to have the insight and report on it. Put the case study together. I think Liz even said exactly the same terminology as you did, didn't she, John? That get the information, put it together, then go to the business, and then you'll get more buy-in because you've got the evidence. Use the technology. Adjust to the times. Again, things are changing. Professional references, what an old-fashioned way of doing things. Now it's just yeah, they did work here. Again, less likely to cause friction, less likely to cause delays. Be proactive, not reactive. One of the big things that we report on is candidate data entry. Our candidate data entry from the point when we first email them, on average, is 24 hours. It's come down massively in recent years, but we do have times where it might be 3 days and the candidate's opened the link, not actually inputted any data. For me, if I was in HR, I want to know that, because we always talk around how quick you can lose a candidate. They're not engaged. If they've opened that link and not even started to fill that information in after 2 or 3 days, I'll be picking the phone up to that candidate. It may be they've got a counter offer, it may be they've got another job offer, but at least you know. You're not paying for a background check, waiting for them for day one, don't turn up. So be proactive with the information. Questions? Technology. Is everyone awake?
Do you find sometimes though with some people are just quite chill, so
Absolutely.
if you're sort of badgering them like that, they can get over
Yeah, and it goes back to the fine balancing act, doesn't it? But if you've had that, if you go, you've seen the email, you've opened it, you've had it 3 days, just want to make sure you've got everything you need. If they come across quite chill, it's a contact point. It's almost then feedback for you to go, okay, well I've spoken to them, I know it's all good, they're just relaxed about it all. 5 days, I might want to give them a bit of a nudge.
We have it as a again, prompt, so if the candidates do take more than 3 days, the recruiters get a nudge to say, pick up the phone to your candidate.
Yeah.
Part of that conversation is your start date might need to be moved if you don't fill in the details, but also that's kind of what I'm talking about, that broad opportunity to engage and have touch with the candidate.
Yeah, it's the big picture. If they don't answer the phone 4 days in, still not answer the phone, I'd start thinking you might need to look for another candidate. Because as we know, ghosts is a big issue, so you may never actually find out. If you can find out using the information sooner, it's better. Any other questions on that? No. Use it as a positive step. So, and we touched on candidates do actually expect it, and they actually do appreciate it when you do it. You might moan about it, but they actually do appreciate it. Use it as an opportunity to extend your brand awareness. I think it should be branded now, everybody should send it as branded. Make sure the relationship is done correctly is what I will say there. So we have some clients and they're like, yeah, we want branded emails and we'll send a branded email, but they don't want first advantage reference. We're like, oh, well, that's great, but obviously we've got processing issues to say that we're processing on their behalf. Also, the candidate then does have a question, they'll pick the phone up to the client. It's another reason that it could delay this process. You want them to be picking the phone to us. In reality, they don't pick the phone to us, they email or chat, but I'll come to that in a bit. So use it as a reason to touch base and get your brand in front of them, but do make them aware of the third-party relationship if you've got third party. If it's not, then obviously use it to push your brand. Embedded video links. But back to that first story I said about, that's something that's going to have massive impact. Do you have you using any particular video, or do you not have it in your?
We do, so I guess the why,
Yeah.
we're trying to get across to candidates now, sort of moving on from sort of engagement with business. Yeah, we don't do a lot,
Yeah.
but we've got one video, this was kind of more focused on the practical things,
This is
and
why
then
we
a few
do it.
tips and tricks sheets.
Exactly.
But I guess the header is literally a paragraph on why we do it is
Yeah.
because so we care about our employees, you know, and not doing it just because we're maniacs, you know.
Yes.
There's a value to it for us as a business and for them as individuals, and not that we've put any scare stories in particular, but you know, people have worked hard for that job, you know, it's significant in their career. Do you really want to be sitting next to somebody who, you know,
May not.
is less reputable than
Exactly.
you? And usually when you kind of frame it in that way,
Yes.
people recognise that there is a value to those channels.
Perfect. So we've started to put embedded video links or website links into our invitation email. So again, candidate gets an email. They should be forewarned. They should be expecting it. It's branded into where they're going to their new role. Modern world, younger people. First thing we do is kind of scroll down. Oh, there's a link. What's that? They'll click on it. They won't necessarily download attachments, but they'll watch the video. If the video is saying to them, "Thank you for coming this far," we've got one client doing a video from the CEO. So the CEO is going to be on the video saying, "Thank you for getting this far in the process. Really appreciate you going through the application. Looking forward to you starting on day one. You know, nice, warm, but also then advise them why they're going through this process." As John said, we'll let them know there's a positive to this. But also, it makes them more engaging. The uptake of candidates completing this because of that video link was phenomenal. I don't have the actual stats in front of me, we'll have to get them out, I suppose. But for me, it's been a game changer because as soon as the candidate's on there and they see something that's actually from the client, they're more likely to then engage and fill it in there and then, as opposed to waiting 3 days, 4 days, etc. Candidate engagement kind of ties in with those really, but we touched on if there's any questions. What we tend to find, so our stats on contact from candidates is actually 90% is now email or chat function, because we're chatting mobile application. It's no longer telephone calls really, but I think that's the way the modern world's going, isn't it? I think with WhatsApp and all sorts next. But yeah, use that. It's a reason for them. If there is a chat function on that portal, they're just going to be more likely to reach out to you, as opposed to just going, "Oh, I don't want to pick the phone to someone I don't know to ask them, my professional license isn't actually what I said," or anything like that. Actually, if you just ping an email, it's that whole colder, they're more likely to send that information to you. So it just makes it easier. I think Liz touched on less traction in the process, make it smooth. It's exactly what those three are all about, just make it easy for them to give you that information. Questions on that? Leverage technology. So this maybe goes against Liz a little bit because she said technology won't, and I'm not saying technology does win, but definitely use it where you can. So if you go back to one of the first slides where we said all these key stakeholders, hiring managers are probably one of the biggest pain points in this because they want the person ASAP, they want to know where it's at. Give them that information. So through ATS integrations and things, you can be told exactly where each candidate is in that process, when the case is completed, what the status is, and a rough estimate on how long that case could take to complete. So Workday, one of our best integrations, it sends all that information through. One of our clients now said they don't get any calls from hiring managers. It used to be every day a hiring manager, any news on the background of this person, any news on that. They basically have to employ one person to field those calls. They don't need to now because it all gets pushed into Workday where the hiring manager can see that information in real time. Reduce the data duplication. Again, make it easier for the candidate, pull a lot of the data across from the ATS where you can, and it just makes it a lot smoother. You're not asking them for the same information that you've done at the application. However, do validate the application. So what a candidate may give you on an application in an ATS versus reality that we're now going to go away and check could be different. So it's a balancing act between reducing that you don't want to get everything from your ATS into the application for background screening, because if they have lied or been romantic, if Rolf would use the term, with their background, then we're just going to take that information and run with it. We will still flag it, but actually want to give it as an opportunity where the candidate normally goes, "Hang on, it's a third party, I'm going to be more honest here. I'm actually going to say, yeah, I wasn't quite a manager, I was actually a senior person." And we can flag that up. So use that technology to kind of, one, get as much info as possible, but two, highlight any discrepancies. Sorry, I'm really dry because you're not asking enough questions. Any questions on that slide? Minimum contact sport. This is a balancing act because it should be, in the onboarding, you want to maintain engagement. In background screening, the reality is the candidate doesn't want to speak to anyone about it, they just want to give you the information as soon as they've got the opportunity. Hit the button, send, walk away. They don't really want to speak to anyone at first advantage every day to ask where their certificate is. They don't want to speak to HR for them to fill it in. So a lot of our investment that talks around at the front has been to make that application one-touch technology. It's never truly one-touch because what we actually find is candidates get the email, they open it on their phone, they start reviewing the case, then probably wait till they're at home in their laptop before they actually submit a lot of data. But we try and make it as easy as possible. Quickly jump to global compliance because there's a story behind global compliance that helps one-touch. So our system has an inbuilt compliance engine, and part of that is it knows what all the local regulation requirements are. So for example, if you hire someone from India and you want to validate their qualification, you have to have what's called a mark sheet before any educational establishment in India will give you that information. The old-fashioned way of background screening was you'd say to the candidate, where was you educated? Bangalore, brilliant. 2 days later, we review it and go, oh, we need the mark sheet. Hello, Mr. Candidate, can we have the mark sheet? No, I don't know where it is, blah, blah. Projecting all that turnaround time massively at this point. Our system will react to the fact that they've put that they're educated in Bangalore and go, right, we need your mark sheet, there and then. So again, they're not having to go away. They can go away if they don't have it, because they just save their profile, step away, go get it, then upload it. But it's not submitting, then us chasing them, and then waiting. They're possibly on holiday at this point, from gardening leave as well. So trying to use all that information, again, all these various data points to make it as easy for them as possible. Email and chat, we've already touched on it, 90% is now email and chat. They don't want to speak to you. As much as we would love it, we have a 24-hour call centre. The reality is they're actually just sat there typing emails, and I'm scared, isn't it? I'm quiet, you go onto the customer care floor and it's quite quiet because they're all just typing emails. So the way it's all going. Question? You got one? No? Damn it. Someone's got to make one up in a minute, please. Focus on the journey, not the turnaround time. So, again, if we go back 3 or 4 years ago when I first started in background screening, I remember the first question that any client would ask you is, how quick, how cheap? That was it. Whereas now, I think people are wising up to the fact that actually, with technology, so every provider uses pretty much the same data source. DBS, we all go to the DBS. Touched on earlier how long they're taking. Some providers will say, yeah, we can do a DBS check in 10 days. DBS SLA themselves is 15 days for a basic. So anyone who says they can underachieve on a provider's SLA, it's a lie. You can't. It's got to be 15 days. But the reality is that turnaround time from the data source is the same. Where we put a lot of our investment is to actually do the true field turnaround time. So we talk around making it easier for hiring managers to initiate a case using integrations. So then it happens quicker, initiation happens quicker. You get the data from the candidate quicker. We're now down to 24 hours the candidate's giving us that information. It used to be 4, 5, sometimes 6 days. Again, this feel of a turnaround time for the hiring manager is less, even though actually the turnaround time for checks is probably very similar. DBS is actually a little bit quicker now, but the rest of it is still 15 days. So the whole investment roadmap we've gone down is to basically take as much time at the front of the turnaround time and also off the back. The amount of times that we'll go into a client, we'll go for a quarterly business review, and they're like, yeah, it's brilliant, I'm still losing out on candidates. And then we'll look at it and we're like, hang on, you've had cases sat here for 7 days that haven't been actioned. Yeah, well, because you're giving me so many that are showing that there's a 30-day discrepancy in employment history. Okay, well, why you said it was 30 days? Well, that's what we've always done. Okay, and then we review, well, how many of those have you actually just overridden? So almost ignored it anyway? 100%. So why leave them sat there for 7 days? Just make it, and again, move with the time, which we'll come to shortly, is understand what the impact is. Yeah, there is a risk if there is a gap in employment. If it's 30 days, you mentioned it earlier on one of the round tables, I don't know my exact months when I started every job. So 30 days might not be the end of the world. Regulated roles, that's slightly different, but Why have it at 30 days? That then means you have to go in or go back to the candidate and ask for evidence, which is just creating a massive slowdown in the process. If at the end of the day, no matter what you do, in 100% of cases, you're overriding it anyway. It's pointless. You're creating lag, you're creating issues to the candidate, creating issues internally because it's delaying that process as well. So everything we're building around is to make those two ends quicker, slicker, easier, but also then to give you that MI to be able to react, be proactive, and also evolve, because it is an evolving landscape. We're getting more and more processes that are database driven. US, you're doing employment verification in the US, they have a database that's pretty much got everyone's information on. We can't do that here because of GDPR. So sadly, that's always going to be a little bit archaic. But internally, we can build our system that says we know, we go to ABC company down the road, they say that we will only accept an invite via email initially for a candidate reference. Instead of picking the phone up to them and then being told that, causing another delay, we know that, so we've built a system to react to the company information. So we can't do the candidate one, but we can do the company one. Learn from the MI. What might work with one population isn't necessarily going to work for everybody, and learn from it and actually use it to your advantage, use it to build a business case. It might be you do 10 years employment verification on everybody in the business, but you need that on a cleaner who may have had 20 jobs in that period. One, it's costly, two, it's slow, three, is there any actual output from something like that? So learn, use the MI to learn. Adjust to your landscape, again, just kind of backs that up really. Candidates coming from all over the place. Maybe certain countries, they do a background check, but it's 2 months. Go to global sanctions, you do.
One of my favourites.
Yeah, well, it's quick and easy. So yeah, global sanctions, for those that don't know, is a massive database of databases. So Interpol, FBI, all that information goes in there. Sub 24 hours, I think, is the standard turnaround time for it. So if a criminal background check is from Germany and it's 2 months turnaround time, if you need the person in place, just do global sanctions, take them on, you've still got the probation period, get the criminal background check done in the background, if the business will accept that risk. Appreciate it doesn't always work in every case.